Hello YouTube and people of the interwebs, welcome back to another Doctor Who video. Today I'm here to discuss more, surprise, theories and speculation about Doctor Who and the future of the show. More specifically, the 60th anniversary, as it is kind of round the corner, I guess you could say. Next year we are getting the 60th anniversary of Doctor Who. It was confirmed back in September that former showrunner Russell T Davies is coming back to helm the 60th and the series beyond. So, I mean, obviously that's really exciting news, but the big question everybody's asking is who's going to be in the centenary? Now, it does feel like every week there's constant, this person's in the centenary, this person's in the centenary. No, we're all in the centenary. Maybe you at home will end up in the centenary. Maybe. You heard it here first, folks. We don't know. Yeah, as I say, it's constantly rumoured who's coming back, who's not coming back. And in today's video, I'm going to be discussing the possibility of both Matt Smith and Karen Gillian coming back to Doctor Who. I mean, as of when I filmed this video, it is exactly 12 years to the day since they first burst onto screen in Matt Smith's first episode, The 11th Hour, and yeah, it would be kind of cool if they did come back. It would be 13 years later. Unlucky number. That probably doesn't correlate to anything. Yeah, it would be nice to see Matt Smith and Karen Gillian come back. Now, why am I even talking about this? Because it's all well and good to go, oh yeah, it would be cool to see Matt Smith and Karen Gillian come back, but Matt Smith at the moment is on a press circuit, a press tour, whatever you'd call it. He's promoting this new film, and it's a trash film. I mean, Matt Smith's good, but the film itself's a bit naff. Morbius. Yeah, Marvel's latest car crash. I mean, it's probably Sony's fault that it's bad, but that's beside the point. This is a Doctor Who video. Just, yeah, my hatred for the post-credit scenes of Morbius is strong in this video. But, yeah, Matt Smith is on these sort of press tours at the moment. Now, obviously, there's loads of interviewers on these asking him questions, and if you get the chance to speak to the man, the myth, the legend, and ask Matt Smith sort of film, TV related questions, most people are not going to pass on the opportunity to ask him about Doctor Who, especially because the 60th anniversary, written by Russell T Davies, is just around the corner. And obviously loads of people did. I mean, he was asked by multiple interviewees whether or not he would come back, whether or not he is in the 60th anniversary, and he gave a variety of interesting responses, such as
60th anniversary around the corner. Yeah. Can we expect Matt Smith to be donning the bow tie one more time?
When is the actual 60th? Is it next year?
It'll be next year, it'll be 2023.
2023. Yeah, so 20, oh, wow, it is actually 2023. I don't know. No one's asked. You know, that's hypothetical. You know, I'm dealing in the literals here. They got to ask. What I will say is, I think I'm really excited. You know, I think whatever he does, I know it will be pretty spectacular.
Yeah.
Now, in that clip, I can't tell. I mean, a lot of people on Twitter have said it's like Andrew Garfield when he was trying to promote Tick Tick Boom and all of these other things, and he kept getting asked, are you in the Spider-Man No Way Home film? And Andrew Garfield had to vehemently deny. He even went to the extent of saying it's a CGI, because there were pictures that leaked of Andrew Garfield on set, and he was like, it's green screen, it's fake, it's CGI.
And it's a Photoshop.
We say no.
I'm trying to manage expectations. You say no.
If an actor's going to that extent to cover up their tracks and about them being in the 60th, I don't know. Matt claims to not know when the 60th is.
When is the actual 60th? Is it next year?
It'll be next year, it'll be 2023.
2023. Yeah, so 20. Oh, wow.
However, when you look at this clip from 2019 December Telford Comic Con, Matt Smith seems to have a rough idea of when the 60th is.
How many years away from the 60th? 4 years away? 3 years? Yeah.
A lot of people are saying it's like, oh, it's bad acting. He's pretending to not know when the 60th is. But I don't know. I think we might be stretching it slightly there. Because, yeah, even in that clip from Telford Comic Con, he says, he roughly knows when it is. And I mean, in that Morbius clip, well, the interview from the Morbius press circuit, he only sort of roughly knows when it is. So, yeah, I mean, take it as you will. Tell me in the comments if you think that Matt Smith is lying in that clip. I mean, I'm no expert on body language or whatever, but I do have a slight sneaking suspicion he might be. he might be sus. That's probably more of a reflection of me hoping to dear God that he is in the special, because it would just be really cool. We've also got to remember Russell T Davies did say this time last year, January of 2021, Doctor Who deserves to be treated like Marvel, in that it needs this big, like, Doctor Who everywhere, Doctor Who multiverse, Doctor Who, like, different universes all correlating into one story type thing. And he used the specific example of we should have a mini-series of David Tennant's Doctor and Matt Smith's Doctor going off and having adventures in the universe. Now, it's no coincidence, I mean, it probably is coincidence, that after saying those sorts of things, Russell's coming back to the show, and Matt Smith is talking about Doctor Who a lot more. I mean, whether it's not even a question, I mean, it's just not a question of whether Matt Smith would return. He said multiple times, especially in the Morbius circuit, yes, he does want to return.
I'm also a fanboy. It's like, it's the greatest part in the world.
Matt also talked in 2020 about the fact that he wishes he could do a Christmas special every year, because that's one of the big things that he really loved doing as the Doctor, like sitting down with his family on Christmas Day, watching himself traipse about time and space in this magical Christmas story.
One thing, I think we've talked about it, David, before, like the one thing I miss is the Christmas special. Yes! It's great on Christmas. You know, that's just fantastic, and it's always such a great story, but it's...
So maybe if Russell is asking Matt back for a special, like for the 60th anniversary year, maybe Matt will do a Christmas special. Now, the other person who would accompany Matt Smith, I mean, obviously he did have Clara as a companion, but we've got nothing on whether Jenna Coleman wants to return, would return, could return, so I'm not going to be discussing that. But Karen Gillan herself, Amy Pond from Series 5, she was actually asked in an interview, I think for Wired. I don't know what Wired is. Is it a magazine, a company, an online digital thing? Whatever it is, she was asked by Wired whether she would like to come back to Doctor Who.
Will Karen Gillan return to Doctor Who? Never say never. If I was asked, I would be really, really interested and keen. Oh, it would be really amazing. I would like to do it with Matt Smith and Arthur Darvill if I was going to go.
And that's a pretty interesting response from her, to be honest. Like, she's now been in, I think, the 2 highest grossing films of all time, Avengers Endgame, Infinity War, and I mean, in Endgame she played a major part. Obviously she's Nebula in the Marvel Cinematic Universe, she's working on Guardians of the Galaxy, I think there's a holiday special, and Guardians of the Galaxy 3, so yeah, she is like a sort of A-list celebrity. She's been in the new Jumanji movies. She's sort of, yeah, really famous at this point. And I think it says a lot about Doctor Who that Karen Gillan would want to return. And she did point out in that clip as well, if she was to return, she wants to do it alongside both Matt Smith and Arthur Darvill. Now, Arthur Darvill, I don't think, or at least I can't find any footage of him being asked in the, past few years about whether he'd return to Doctor Who. The only sort of close thing I have is the Lockdown Who 2020 special, in which he did reprise his role as Rory Williams to give this nice little fun lockdowny speech.
This is Rory Williams dictating my book for you. I'm not actually known as a writer,
which is very, very cool. And yeah, it does just seem like Arthur Darvill would also be up for making a return. Now, because of Karen Gillan's fame, and I mean, even Matt Smith, to a certain extent, has surpassed Doctor Who in, fame and notoriety, I think they'd still all come back. Now, we wouldn't get them for a full series, but a one-off anniversary special featuring Matt Smith and Karen Gillan, possibly Arthur Darvill as well, maybe even David Tennant, Catherine Tate, who knows? That does seem kind of likely. Now, it might clash with other filming schedules, so it might be quite difficult, but if it's a 1 hour, maybe a feature, more than 1 hour, somewhat feature-length special, maybe we could see Matt Smith and Karen Gillan return to their roles as the Doctor and Amy Pond. But let me know what you think in the comments down below. Do you think it's possible? Do you think it's just complete wishful thinking? And yeah, would you like to see it? Thank you for watching. Please do remember to like, comment, subscribe, turn on the notification bell to make sure you don't miss out on any future Doctor Who news or things or whatnot. There's also our fan film Doctor Who Echoes End that you should check out. Thank you for watching and goodbye.